How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Left work a little bit early today after the route, and I'm about halfway home. Before I forget, because I forget to mention it in every video, even though we all know how to use YouTube, if you like hanging out, watching the video so far, make sure you send me a like, leave a comment on anything you're thinking or want to share with me, because comments are awesome and it helps me learn and gives me ideas for my channel in the future. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. I've got 8 subscribers now and I'm on the road to 10. 10's my first goal. All I need is 2 more. 2 more and I'll be at 10 subscribers. So, not a lofty goal. I think it's a good number to start with. But, yeah, another thing I was thinking about in the crypto space, there's so much going on every day with Ripple and XRP and Jasmy and Render and Internet Computer. Like there's tons. There's tons. I'm glad I don't hold a massive portfolio of like 50 coins. There'd be too much information to keep up with and go over every day. I know some other people like to do that. So they always have a video with some kind of big news comes out about a project. But that's cool. I don't do this full time, so there's no way I would be able to keep up with all the information and drop really great content. And I think there's people that do a much better job of that. They're a lot more established and have a lot more invested. You know, larger bags and said coins that they collect and accumulate. So they're just more in the know, I guess. But one of my thoughts as I'm walking home today was about sectors of crypto, you know, that are less interesting to me, that I have less faith and less conviction in. And you know, it's just my opinion. It's just my initial thoughts, initial feelings and impressions, even before I've done really deep research or a deep dive. But some of it I have interacted with, and I've gotten a feeling from that interaction, and it hasn't been positive. And I would have to say that the sector I'm thinking of is gaming right now. Web3 gaming, crypto gaming. And there's a lot coming out. I've been able to try a lot of a small handful, enough of a sample size where I got an impression, and it's like, right now I really don't want to go back to this sector. I really don't believe in it. Right now it's just very new. It's not going to see mainstream adoption. You know, all the Web 2 gamers are not going to jump over and start wanting to play these new games to make crypto potentially as a full-time revenue source. And I'm talking about the games that include NFTs as assets, collectible assets, and most of Web3 so-called gaming is not even on the blockchain. It's off the blockchain, controlled by a centralized source, and they use a blockchain to record transactions, but everything's stored on a legacy server, as far as I know. I used to be not a hardcore gamer, but I played PC games for most of my life, 20 years. And I've been away from the scene for a little while, but I know enough still. I know the basics. And the jump from Web 2 to Web 3, I mean, projects like Sand, I think that sees a little bit of play. Like, people play that, accumulate the tokens. There's projects like Decentraland, where that doesn't seem to be taking off or going anywhere. Just this whole NFT, metaverse, you know, digital land ownership. I just don't get it. I'm really trying to, I mean, I get it what it's trying to do in the entertainment space, but I'm just wondering what the catalyst is going to be for people to invest all that money in digital assets and put hard-earned money and a lot of money. I mean, I'm comparing legacy gaming right now, I guess, Web 2. If you go to the store to buy a new game, it's $70 now for a copy of whichever. But then you get into the crypto space. Some of the games have like a free version where you just play the game and you don't have to bother with the crypto element at all. But then if you do want to try to earn some kind of income, you have to buy the NFT pieces or characters or whatever the item is. And to even start like if you're interested, you want to give it a shot. Well, you're going to need, in most of these games, $600 or to $1,200 for one character, one piece. And, whatever. I mean, these can be played with and give you different resources and can be leveled up and traded. But, I mean, I don't care. Would you buy, a new launch of a title of a game you were waiting for $1,200 on a whim, and you had to spend more than that to get anything extra out of it? I'm comparing two different worlds and platforms, but that's just kind of where my mind's at. And some of these gaming blockchains and other ones, I haven't really done the research. I don't know a lot of them. But I just wonder, when you have to invest, buy 4 characters, let's say, for $4,000, $4,000 to have 4 of these NFTs so that you can have these assets and then earn just a small percentage of the crypto back. And another thing I've noticed is, I'm not going to name any specific projects, but one is coming to mind right now that last I saw, they had 7 or 8 games going on, and it's like always these players at first, the new players, like the early investors, I guess you would say, earn the most crypto returns back, and they can, it's a sizable amount if they invest early. But then the more players that come in the space and they buy NFTs and let's say, and they get into the game and they stay for a while, the returns start getting divided up, or diluted, as you would say. So like if I'm an initial player and all of a sudden the game takes off and there's 1 million players, well, my $4,000 investment, let's say if I have 4 of the NFTs, I'm suddenly getting less crypto back as revenue for playing the game because there's so many other players in the pool, earning, so there's less rewards for everybody. And they all have to spend thousands of dollars to participate with their NFTs. And that's kind of like the blockade right now, the barrier to entry. I mean, just like thinking legacy gaming, Web 2 right now, like Fortnite. Everyone knows Fortnite, right? I never got too heavy into it, but I get it. I know why it's popular. But it was a free to download and play. Anybody can give it a shot. Click the button, download it, play it. You don't have to buy anything. Everything's optional. You don't need to spend, $1,200 to make a character. You can buy skins. And people like to do that because there were microtransactions, which meant they were a very small amount of money to make your character look a little cooler. And I just think the financial investment to participate in these Web3 games is just kind of off the charts. It's like either you're a whale or you're not going to be able to do much. You know what I mean? I certainly can't. I do like the concept of where you can get rewarded for your time, right? Games like World of Warcraft. Of course, everyone played that back in the day, so did I. the digital assets were just your assets within the game. You know, whichever coins, gold, silver, copper, that was your, it didn't have any real world value. But you enjoyed the game and you went for your gold to get your mount and new armor and whatever it is you wanted. And that barrier to entry was only, you know, at the time, what, $50? $50. Then you had a monthly subscription, $15. You know, most everyone could do that, very low barrier to entry. But they didn't expect you to, living at home with your parents, now come up with another $1,200 to make a character and, you know, and get no returns like that. Something like that. But anyways, that's what the Web3 space is doing. But the games that I've seen are a very high barrier to entry if you want to, like, this whole play to earn. You know, play to earn, it's pretty deceiving until you sit down and play the game, and before any audience is gonna invest, or even if they have the money to like dump and buy all these NFTs and start earning crypto from the project or the game, it's like, what about the gameplay loop? Is the game fun? Is it gonna keep people's interest for a long time to have a, you know, for the token to matter and do anything and have any value? You know, the token's not going to grow in price if no one's investing and using the token or burning it or buying it, you know what I mean? Buying the token so they can put it back into the game, essentially. So, I just think I would like to know, you guys know it all, any crypto or like play to earn level games involving NFTs are actually fun, like maybe big ones that people are playing now. Because I don't know what they are. My opinions are just from the few impressions I got and kind of the functionality and the barrier to entry it took to even think about earning some kind of crypto as an asset worth real world dollars, you know. I thought the barrier to entry was off the charts. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you have tried any of these other games. I mean, I know the big one still, or for a while, was Axie Infinity. I think everyone knows about that one. I played it. I tried it for a little while, and I didn't really have the time to spend to make any kind of returns, so I got kind of bored. But I just couldn't find the time to invest in it. But it's still being played and making people some money. But I don't know. Like I said, if you guys think of any current projects out there that are pretty solid, ones that I haven't seen, that has a low barrier to entry and you can earn a little crypto for fun on the side, let me know. I'm curious to see. I really haven't looked too much into it since my experience. I'm feeling pretty negative about the whole sector. I think right now left a pretty bad taste in my mouth. But I'm always open-minded. I'm always ready to read new information, learn new facts, and it is a space I would like to change my mind on and feel more positive about, because I do like gaming, you know, overall very much. And I would like to see a new revolution, innovation. Like, I want to see blockchain gaming take off, because I already like crypto. That'd be pretty sweet if it evolves from what they currently have right now. And I have some ideas about if I were to create something like that. And you know, I've never created my own blockchain. I don't have a background in coding or anything like that. I don't even know how long it takes to make a blockchain or to program or code one. But I did play Web 2 games, for a long time, and I have some ideas about how it might function and be, I guess, accessible to the masses, where like everyone could play and make crypto. But I don't know if my ideas would apply to the technical side of what it takes to host a game on the blockchain. I know Internet Computer can do that right now, like on chain, but I think there's only the games that they do have are very like Pac-Man level Minecraft simple, and it can't handle intensive 3D images like today's games, Web 2 games. And they've got another one on there called Dragons. It looks like some kind of pet collecting Neopets type idea. Pokemon maybe, I'm not sure. I really haven't looked much into it, but I know that's on ICP. But what kind of gaming model is it? I don't know. Probably the same type of thing. If it's a Web3 game and it's a play to earn it all. Anyway, those are my thoughts on that. Kind of leave it there, but yeah, leave me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. On the road to 10 subscribers. And leave a comment, share some ideas. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good night.